Hello, you guys. Welcome and welcome back. I feel like there's something that you guys are doing differently when it comes to the way that you show up in the world that's changing some of your circumstances when it comes to love, okay? Like if you always go to the same bar or you always go to the same club or you always wear the same type of outfits or you always do your hair the same way, it's like something that you're changing about what you always do or what you have a habit of doing is changing the outcome that you receive when it comes to love, okay? Anyway, we're going to get into it. Love reading for the collective, you guys. Be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video, you guys. It is very helpful. If you feel so inclined to leave a comment, I would greatly appreciate that. Thank you all so much for being here. I hope these messages help you guys. And if you do find the messages helpful, consider donating. PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle are options below, and it is very helpful to the channel. If you want to book a reading, all my services are in the description box linked below. Okay? Abundance just popped out. Positive mindset, manifest, gratitude and bliss, blessings. You could be saying affirmations because I hear that dum, 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 dum. Hey, dum, 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 dum. On who? On me. Yeah, you saying some affirmations. Y'all are really getting in there when it comes to speaking life over yourself. At the bottom, we have mirror. Mirroring each other, self-reflection, introspection, inner wounds. Then we have, backstabbing, heartbreak, pain, separation and loss, deception and lies, shocking attack. So you're mirroring the energy that you want to receive. You don't chase, you attract. You the one to be exact. Okay, period. So you're mirroring the energy that you want to receive, and the people who are out of alignment with you, you could be kind of shocked to find out who's a problem in your life. Okay, so what is the message? Guardian angels, archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors of the highest vibration. Father, Mother, God. Separation, but it was kind of in reverse. It says sadness, bitterness, missing you, thinking about you, uncertain future. So the connection that you have with that separation energy, the connection that you have with sadness, the connection that you have with bitterness, the connection that you have with missing people or feeling like something is missing in your life, that longing energy that has been kind of like a cloud, a rain cloud over your head, where you are unclear or uncertain about your future, where you feel disconnected from your intuition, where you're thinking about people, places, and things that you've outgrown or that did not bring you abundance. That energy is going away, and now you're coming into this energy of attracting the things that you want in your life because you have a different mindset. And it's not easy. It's hard. It is very hard to upgrade and evolve from those habits and behaviors that you become accustomed to because you grow accustomed to it. It's about growing, and it's about getting older. It's about living life and having experiences. And as you grow and evolve, certain things get attached to you that you may not even know you get attached to. Certain people get attached to you, or they leave residue of their negativity on you, and you may not even realize it until you actually sit down and take the time to look at it. And I feel like a lot of you guys have been doing that. And there's a positive effect happening in your life because you've had the courage to really pay attention to these things and figure out how to fix it. Okay. I was watching Downton Abbey again because the grand finale is coming out, or it came out, or whatever. And there was, I think his name was Mosley, the butler of the house that the heir to Downton Abbey moved into. He felt useless because the heir to Downton Abbey in the very beginning, first season, was more middle class than the family that was living in Downton Abbey, and he really didn't feel the need for a butler. But later, the heir decided, after speaking with the father of the house, that, he realized that everyone has their place and there's a place for everyone. And he was being kind of judgmental. So he started allowing him to do his job and feel useful instead of like chastising him or, making him feel upset about his profession. And it was funny because when the butler was dressing him one day, the butler was dressing the heir to Downton Abbey, and he let him put his jacket on. He let him put his cufflinks on. He let him pick out the cufflinks, and it made the butler feel very useful. He was really happy. And the heir who was getting dressed by the butler said, "Oh, I see you got that stain out of my coat." And the butler was smiling. He was smiling so hard. He was smiling from ear to ear because he was like, "Yeah, I did that." And he was like, the heir to the Downton Abbey was like, "What did you do? Like, how did you get the stain out?" And the butler was like, "A little this, a little that," and it finally yielded. He said he hit it with a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then it finally came out, and he was just feeling so good about himself. So it's like sometimes we don't realize the way that we may automatically like assume certain outcomes. We don't realize the residue that gets left on us by people. And I feel like some of y'all did a little this, you did a little that, you tried this, you tried that, but you've really been putting yourself in a place mentally and emotionally and spiritually and even physically where you are not giving up on basically removing those stains and removing that residue that you have accepted could have come from someone else. Ooh. Someone else is doing that too because the mirroring card came out. We have heartbroken at the bottom though. It says deeply hurt and sad, feeling lost, grieving and despair, breakup. I think that's moving away. Okay. I feel like you guys are trying to separate your energy from that so that you can be more positive. And then we have talking, interested, awaited message, text calls, email, talking more. So there could be a conversation or communication that's developing between you and another person. It's like you're not forgetting where you came from, collective, but you're also choosing not to let it hold you back in a way where you may have done so in the past before. Someone's going to show interest in you guys very soon. And I feel like you're going to start feeling more appreciated, kind of like the butler. You may also be showing someone appreciation in ways that other people in their past have not done so. And there may be this reciprocal energy where you're pouring into someone just as much as they're pouring into you, okay? But it's like you're pouring into the right cup. You're not pouring into a cup that has a hole in the bottom. All right, what's this abundance and separation in reverse? What does the collective need to know, Spirit, when it comes to love? What does the collective need to know? The Emperor, Aries energy, possibly Taurus. This could be someone who owns their own business. They could be very prominent in their career. King of Swords, Aries, Taurus, possibly Aquarius. Or Libra. I don't really get Gemini, but these are two people. King of Swords, Queen of Swords. Maybe three, though, because the Emperor is here. There's someone who's coming towards you who knows how to take the lead in situations. They're not a backseat driver. They're not a passenger seat driver acting like they have authority or trying to be the boss when they don't have that authority. And they're not a person who kind of like lets you take the lead. This is somebody who actually has ideas or they know how to make plans. And they speak life into you and tell you things that I feel like you deserve to hear. You know, someone who may give you a lot of compliments. I'm getting, what's the Emperor? Okay, Page of Swords. So you guys have an admirer. I don't know if they're a secret admirer, but they're an admirer. Somebody who's watching you, paying attention to you. I feel like this is somebody who's kind of seen you evolve over time. Title card and the Six of Cups. This could also be some of you who have a boss or a manager who is seeing your evolution and seeing your progress over time when it comes to shifting your mindset and changing your habits. Okay. And they may be giving you some type of security or stability, meaning like maybe a raise or a bonus. You could receive some type of award or accolade for the progress that you're making in your career. But I feel like this is happening simultaneously with some type of romantic situation going on. There's a title here that makes you feel protected. So it makes you feel safe, or someone's energy makes you feel protected and safe, right? This could be two different situations that are happening in your life. Like, you could be receiving a lot of love and respect from your coworkers and colleagues. You could be receiving a lot of love and respect from your company or the administration that you work for. But you could also be receiving that same love and respect from people on a personal level. It feels like you guys are shifting your habits, your belief systems, your behaviors. And that's what I was feeling in the beginning. Okay. It feels like somebody's coming up to you and asking you what's changed. Something is different about you. Because whoever this is notices that something is different about you from the past. Somebody is attracted to you and they're seeing that you've made some type of change. I feel like this person is not able to put their finger on the change necessarily that you made. And it could be physical, like it could be an aesthetic change, like your hair, your clothing. Maybe you gained or lost weight. There was a change in your physical appearance, possibly. But that change in your physical appearance may just be a reflection of the changes that you're making internally. What's this Page of Swords? Ooh. Nine of Swords is going in reverse with the High Priestess. Okay. The Star card, King of Wands. Yeah. You're no longer afraid. I feel like you're no longer hiding behind things that were protection mechanisms for you. So some of you may not be wearing as much makeup. Some of you may not be wearing as much jewelry. Some of you may be more natural. You may be wearing your natural hair. If you're a masculine energy, you guys could be like changing your style up, or maybe not wearing clothes that are as flashy as you used to. Like, there's something about you that's becoming clear because you're not hiding behind something else, and someone is paying attention to that. I also feel like you do have a secret admirer who is beginning to overcome some type of fear of like talking to you or reaching out to you. You're unique. You stand out a lot. You have a very eclectic style, or you have a style that's not like other people's style. There's this confidence about you that I feel is exuding from you that's catching people's attention. You could be wearing some type of jewelry or something that's shiny that catches a person's eye, but it's not like overdone. Yeah. Like, if you have one of those chains that have writing on it, it's like that gold chain that you put your name on or put your zodiac sign on or something like that. Somebody's noticing that and they're trying to read it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it looks like somebody's trying to read what's on your chain or read what's on your shirt or whatever. It's like they're trying to read you because they sense something. Like, there's something, it's like it's coming out of your pores. Maybe it's your scent. Like, this could also be somebody who smells you and you smell good. Child, let me tell y'all something. I'm going to tell y'all something right now. Don't you ever let these folks out here peddling all this junk convince you that you have to spend a lot of money to look good, smell good, or be attractive. Because I kid you not, my friends just had a birthday celebration this weekend. They celebrated together. And I kid you not, I went to the beauty supply store and bought this little, no name brand, perfume, this spray, body spray from the beauty supply store, no more than $3 for a decent sized bottle. And when I tell you, everybody was telling me, what's that smell? What you smell like? And I did pair it with something else. I had an oil, child, that I had not used in a very long time, but I paired it with that, but it's mostly the spray, like, cause I mostly sprayed the spray. And everybody was like, "Ooh, what is that? You smell good. What is that? What is that?" And I couldn't even tell them what it was because it's no name brand. I said, "This is a little something from the beauty supply. This is a little 1-2 from the beauty supply." And when I tell you, I got so many compliments on that. So never count yourself out because you feel like you don't have on the name brand clothes or the latest fashions and styles. It's not about what you wear. It's about how you wear it. You know, and it wasn't just the perfume. More than likely, it was the perfume along with whatever aura or energy that I was putting out. And it just feels like somebody is paying attention or noticing. Someone is very curious about you when it comes to this. It's like the spotlight is shining down on you. Okay. What's the Wheel of Fortune? The Ten of Cups. I feel like you guys are possibly feeling more and more happy each and every day. It's like you're focusing on more positive things. And I feel like that's what's causing the shift. Fool card and the Tower card. Yeah. You're freeing yourself. You're allowing yourself to be free to do the things that you really like to do, to show up the way you really want to show up. I feel like you guys have decided to be more loyal to yourself or to the things that you enjoy. And it's creating this sudden shift or this sudden change that you may not have expected or seen coming because of these changes. These were not changes that you made intentionally to attract someone. These are just changes, innocent. Page of Cups, innocent changes that you're making that you feel like are the best choice for you. Changes that are more natural, changes that are authentic to who you are. Loving yourself more, speaking more positively about yourself to other people and to yourself, choosing to believe in the magic and the fairy tale of life, choosing to look at life from a more positive perspective. All of these things together combined. Okay. Some of y'all are actually sleeping better at night as well because you're not so focused on the things that have happened in the past. You're free, or you feel more free, or there's this freedom that you've gained because these things don't control you as much. Right? Like, so if you don't care about name brands, fashions, styles, having the latest thing that everybody has, it's like you're breaking the chains of that thing. Because a lot of people who are chained to that, or they're chained to a belief that they have to show up a certain way, it's stressful. Because what if you can't show up that way? What if you can't wear those things? What if you can't afford to buy that stuff? Then you're going to feel low self-esteem or insecure about yourself, when in reality, that's a facade. So, yeah. 8 of Pentacles, 9 of Wands. You see what I'm saying? I feel like you have been really working consistently on trying to make your dreams come true, really putting in the effort not to give up on yourself. It's like also being confident when you step into a room and walk into a room. Also, some of you guys went through a stage in your life because of the people who came towards you negatively in the past. You went through a stage in your life where whenever you would meet someone or meet people or introduce yourself, or they would introduce themselves to you, you would assume the worst about people. You would think that people were out to get you. You would constantly have this wall up to where you wouldn't really let people in because you were trying to protect yourself. And I mean, rightfully so. But it was also stopping you from being able to really show up authentically. It was stopping you from really being able to enjoy people and enjoy your community, find joy in what it is that you do authentically, because you were so worried about whether or not people were going to attack you. And I feel like all of a sudden you're realizing that you made the right decision to change your mindset, because now you're seeing those things kind of crumble. Like, how can I explain this? It's like when you know that you need to leave a job because you feel like it's going under, and you see the signs of your job going under, and you're scared, but you feel like you need to make a move, and you make a move, and then you find out months later from your old coworkers that the company went out of business. But because you listened to your intuition and you decided to be fearless and have courage and bravery in the situation, you avoided that disaster. I feel like you're taking a leap of faith before a disaster happens. And it's changing the trajectory of your life in a major way. What's the Seven of Pentacles? Four of Swords. Yeah, you have a bedtime too. Some of y'all go to bed promptly at 7 p.m. Some of you guys have pets or plants that remind you of your bedtime. Some of y'all have an alarm. Whatever it is, you're getting rest. You're praying. You're having peace. You're doing your spiritual practices. There's a ritual that you have when you wake up every day or before you go to bed that has helped you to release some type of anxiety or stress. Yeah, Temperance and the Seven of Wands. You may put your phone on Do Not Disturb at 7. There's something that you do consistently to slow down or to put up a boundary with people so that you can slow down and get the rest that you need or have the time with your spirit team that you need. I also feel like you guys aren't worried about time anymore. So there's something that's going on where you're not putting any pressure on the time that something is taking to have happen in your life, right? You could be choosing a day where you don't have to get up for work, where you are allowing yourself to wake up naturally instead of waking up with an alarm. Eight of Pentacles, yeah. Some of you took a leave of absence from work. You took like 7 or 8 days off. You took a vacation. Yeah. It's just like really like recharging and recalibrating. Two of Cups, Seven of Swords. Un momento, por favor. Okay. Yeah, recharging and recalibrating. Hold on one second. You could have met someone at work that you don't really trust. And I feel like you guys could be setting a boundary with this person. I also feel like maybe you had a friend who you worked on things with, or you have a plan to work on something with this person, and you may be deciding not to. This could just be a situation where the people who are coming into your life that you're meeting are... This is the thing. Okay. Whether it's professional, personal, or platonic, whatever, friends, family, lovers, coworkers, whatever situations are transpiring in your life, whatever people that you're meeting, whatever connections that you're making, you're going into the connection with the intention of being consistent with yourself and with them. You're going into the connection with the intention of things working out well. You're going into the connection with the intention of sticking to your routines that you've cultivated on your own. So it's like you're not allowing anyone or anything to change these investments that you've been making in yourself. And that's helping and benefiting you greatly, because it's helping you to stay in alignment with what's in your highest good, in accordance with what your higher self is telling you need to do. But it's also showing you people, places, and things and situations that don't align with that, so you can kind of like nip it in the bud very quickly. What does the collective not see come in spirit when it comes to love? Ooh, Page of Wands reverse. Someone is going to send you a message. They haven't sent it yet. There's a person coming towards you. Okay. They may want to give you a gift. They may want to prioritize spending time with you. Ooh, excuse me. You don't see the signs of this yet. But you're about to receive some type of communication from someone, I think. What's the Page of Wands reversed? Also, there could be somebody coming towards you with bad news. And Spirit is telling you not to focus on that, or like not to make it a priority. You may not see the signs that someone is bad news right away, but you will eventually. 7 of Cups, Page of Pentacles, Queen of Cups. It's like you don't have a confirmation yet. You don't have a solid time. Like something is tentative. Something is to be determined. There's still something that's up in the air. There's no RSVP. So this could be somebody wanting to take you out, or they're wanting to talk to you about something, but it hasn't happened yet. Queen of Cups, Page of Pentacles. So what you don't expect or what you don't see coming. Magician, King of Wands. Okay. This is something that could be hidden or underneath the surface. So with the Queen of Cups and the Page of Pentacles, you feel like something is good, or there's good signs. Something is giving you good signs, good news, positive energy, Page of Pentacles. Something has potential, Page of Pentacles. You feel confident, or you feel positively about the potential of a situation, but you're not attaching any emotions to the outcome. It's just right now you see good signs. You're gonna basically like take things one step at a time. Okay, this is 8 Cups. So you're not attached to an outcome, but you also don't know how something is gonna turn out or play out. But as of right now, you see good signs. Something could have the potential to be confusing, but you don't see the signs of that as of yet. I feel that you are very emotionally stable right now with the Queen of Cups. Or you feel like someone else is stable emotionally, and to you that's a good sign. But you haven't really made up your mind on someone yet. Like if this is a situation where you're still trying to feel someone out, or they're trying to feel you out, I feel like this is what's going on. If you do see a bad sign, I feel like you are going to, as things progress, if you start to see negative signs or bad omens, I feel like you're not going to prioritize the connection any further. There is some action being taken behind the scenes in order to achieve a certain outcome in a situation. I feel like some of you guys are about to get a message from someone, because this talking card, and it's right underneath it. And this person, it could be the King of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag, because the Page of Wands is reversed. This could be someone who wants to introduce themselves to you, Page of Swords, Page of Cups, Page of Pentacles. This is someone you don't really know very well, or it's someone who hasn't reached out and sent you a message yet, but they're preparing something behind the scenes. This person wants to manifest a relationship behind the scenes. This the Emperor, look, and then there's the Empress. This person wants you as their Empress or their Emperor. They are trying to bring you and them together, or this could even be someone who is setting you up like on a blind date. You could have a friend that's setting you and someone else up on a date, or someone who's introducing you to a person. And like one of your friends want to introduce you to this person and bring you guys together because they feel like you guys would be a good match. Or this could be someone who's interested in you that is possibly doing things behind the scenes to prepare for approaching you. They could also be asking people about you, or I don't think they're trying to get anybody to set you guys up. I think this person would come to you themselves, but they may be asking people about you behind the scenes. Whoever this King of Wands is, they know what they want because they've experienced what they don't want. They're not stupid. Yeah, look, King of Pentacles, Ten of Wands. Yeah, that's Emperor energy. I feel like this person is going to take action towards you, literally in the physical, not psychically, not intuitively, not in the 5D. They're going to really come towards you and like reach out to you or send you some type of message. They're not going to be playing all them psychic games. Talking. Yeah, this could be somebody who communicates with you a lot. Hierophant, or they communicate with you consistently because they want to reach the goal that they have of being in a relationship with you. This is somebody who, I feel like this is somebody who wants commitment, and there could be either one of you who have some type of commitment issues because of a fear of abandonment. So if that's you, keep it under control. This is somebody who's going to consistently kind of like force their way in. But I don't want you to think it's like bad. I don't know if it's bad. Okay. 7 of Cups. That's kind of what it feels like. It's like, I don't know if this is a bad sign or not. I don't know if this is a good sign or not. I'm just not going to put any expectations on it. I feel like that's what you don't see coming, is that somebody's going to be very determined to talk about you. Talk about you. I didn't mean to say that. Talk to you. They could be talking about you to other people. There could also be someone talking about you and you don't know about it, and you're being nice to this person, but they always bring you negativity, or they always have something negative to say. They're talking about you behind your back, gossiping about you behind your back, but you don't really care because I feel like it doesn't really hold any weight to your situation. This could be somebody gossiping about this other person. I feel like there's two energies that you don't see coming. And one of them, Spirit is saying you can pay attention to, and the other one they're saying don't pay attention to. And whoever this person is who's negative or always bringing you bad news is the person that you shouldn't pay attention to, or the energy that you shouldn't pay attention to, whether that's within yourself or in another person. Okay? If you're talking to someone or getting to know someone and you have a meddling family member or friend, I feel like you should not tell this person what you're working on, because they have a history of trying to ruin things in your life and force their way into your marriages, your connections, your relationships, your career. And Spirit is telling you not to let them in on anything that's going on because they may try to ruin it. What's the advice overall? 5 of Wands. So Spirit wants you to know that you're in a learning phase. You may have to deal with some learning curves, and that's okay. You're training. Okay? Also, don't worry about the competition in any way, shape, or form, because you're standing out from the crowd. There could be a lot of people competing for your energy. There's going to be somebody who stands out. I feel like there's some type of... Hold on. Okay. So, okay. My son was getting off the bus, y'all. I know it was only 1 second for you. But as I walked away and came back, I feel like what you don't see coming is somebody trying to force their opinion of someone on you. Kind of feels like gossip, cliquish behavior, 5 of Wands, 3 of Cups, 7 of Cups. I feel like someone is trying to tarnish your view of someone, tarnish their image in your eyes, or that could be what someone else is doing behind your back with the person who's interested in you. So don't listen to that. I feel like what Spirit is kind of saying here is that someone could be attempting to make someone look bad in your eyes or ruin someone's chances of liking you, either by gossiping about them or gossiping about you. There's something that you're receiving here that's like a harvest for all the seeds you've planted, a reward for all the work that you've put in. With the 3 of Cups, I feel like some of you could be dating a person and you could feel in love, or you could be very happy and someone has an issue with that, or someone is trying to create conflict with that. And Spirit is advising you not to compete or not to argue or not to let this person's gossip or this cliquish behavior tarnish the way you see yourself or the way that you see the person who's interested in you. Okay. And if you're dealing with someone who is listening to other people's opinions of you and that affects their opinion of you and they reject you for whatever reason, that's on them. Don't take that personally. That's their fault for being dumb. And more than likely, that's Spirit's way of protecting you against that person because they're weak. What's the 5 of Wands? Oh, wow. 3 of Pentacles. Yeah. The person who is of value or the person who is right for you will be able to be seen. They will shine through. 6 of Cups, Lovers. Wow. That is a strong connection, though. You're going to keep something hidden from people. I feel like you've been through a lot of situations where people have tried to kind of ruin your happiness or kind of make you feel bad about something that you feel good about, to change your opinion of it. 10 of Pentacles. I just feel like you're not going to let people do that now. You're not going to let people ruin this opportunity because you see a future in this connection. You have to have a lot of self-esteem. Your self-esteem has to be high to deal with this person, because I feel like this is someone of prominence, or you are someone of prominence, or both of you are. And there could be a lot of like static and noise coming in from outside people, right? So if you're somebody who is well off, this person has to have high self-esteem and confidence in themselves and emotional maturity and stability in order to date you, and vice versa. You have to have the same thing going on for you. I think some of you guys are preparing to meet someone who's supposed to be in your future for a long time, or they're supposed to be in your life for a long time. They're a part of your future. And that's why the uncertain future is in reverse, because there's some type of certainty or confirmation that you haven't seen yet that Spirit is going to give you, that this person is meant to be in your life for a long time. I feel like there's a deeper connection here, that it's like there's a lot of energy and force that people are trying to apply so that it doesn't come together, because it would be a blessing for you and for this person. Hermit and the Temperance, Virgo energy, Sagittarius. We just saw the Lovers, which is Gemini. I feel like you're going to find out that somebody is doing well for themselves, and they're going to find out that you're doing well for yourself, or that you have the potential to do well for yourself, and they're going to feel the equal playing field that you guys have together. Somebody could be trying to find out how much money you make. The right person is going to stand out. There's somebody who you're going to feel very safe and protected with. I feel like a lot of you guys, A lot of you guys are going to be kind of like pushing some type of negative thoughts away when you deal with this person, like, because their insecurities are going to come up, but I feel like you guys are determined to ignore the insecurities because you know that it's not important, or you're ignoring the gossip or the naysayers because you know it's not important. People trying to force themselves into your relationship and your business. 5 of Cups. Yeah, I feel like you've lost a lot in connections and relationships in the past. You've lost a lot of opportunity. You feel like you've wasted a lot of time. You may have even financially taken a lot of hits dealing with people who cause conflict in your life, possibly through a marriage or having a child. And if there's anyone who's forcing themselves on you, or like trying to force you to be in a connection or force you to like them, you're going to see the issue and be able to reject it and push it away. 7 of Wands, standing your ground. Yeah, I feel like a lot of you guys are going to have a lot of people who are interested in you. And it's not just in one place. It's not like you're going to just go to some party or some bar and you're going to have, you know, a bunch of people coming up to you the same night. It feels like over the next few weeks, months, you're going to have people who are interested in you, and it's like you're going to take your time. You're not going to rush into anything with anybody. You're going to take time to get to know them, really research who they are, investigate them, look into who they are, but not in a sneaky way. It's like you're going to be asking the right questions. You're going to be, you know, kind of going through some type of vetting process and doing your due diligence to protect yourself and find out what you need to know by not rushing into situations, because you know you don't want to do that and repeat the same mistakes that you did before. That's what I feel like your advice is, but that's what I kind of feel like you guys already are going to be doing. You're going to be able to tell who has what you need and who does not. Okay? Okay? Because they either got it or they don't. You can't make somebody have it when they don't. The signs that are out here really are only Pisces, Aries, and Taurus. We did see Gemini. We did see Virgo. We did see Sagittarius. I feel like we saw Cancer with the Chariot, but that could have been Aries too. Take it how it resonates. We'll if I don't know where that deck is at. Oh, here it is, right in my face. We'll pull a sign card and we'll see what signs are most likely to be associated with this reading. Okay, you guys, please be sure to like and subscribe. Subscribe. Let me not do that. That's Jessie Woo. I love when she sings. Let me see. What else does the collective need to know when it comes to love, spirit? Luxurious. So somebody's curious about you. I want to lavish you with attention and give you the best. Right. That's why people could be jealous too. Short date, just enough time to see if we have a connection. And so you're going to have a little short date with somebody. You might go on a coffee date or randomly, like, spontaneously meet up with this person. But chemistry, look, this chemistry is so strong, it's setting my mind on fire. You're going to know that the chemistry is there. They're going to know that the chemistry is there. And it doesn't take that long for them to figure it out. And I feel like once they figure it out, they're going to be even more curious about you. They're going to want to spend even more time with you. And treat you the way that you exude that you deserve to be treated. And because you're exuding that you deserve to be treated this way, because you're dealing with negativity from your past and transmuting it, healing it, whatever you got to do, and you've been working on healing for such a long time, this person sees that you are worth that type of treatment. That is what you deserve. Dress to impress. Child, I know that's right. But listen, remember what I said about, you know, The name brand stuff is not what you wear, it's how you wear it. Okay, I don't know why I shuffled. Night to morning. Oh, I enjoyed the time with you. I hope we don't have regrets. Mutual feelings. I feel the same way. It's not going to take somebody that long to figure out if you're worth it. And I feel like that's what you guys have had to learn as well. You've been dealing with a lot of people in the past who were dragging their feet, acting like they didn't know who you were. And it was more than likely because they did know who you were and they were just trying to take advantage of you. Or they didn't see your value and they didn't deserve you. So Spirit is saying don't do that again. Okay. Luxurious. The moon. Under the moonlight. Okay. 3 of Wands. Somebody's waiting for you. Because I just heard that Nicki Minaj, Lil Wayne song, Dark Side of the Mood. Mood. And if you happen to get there before me, leave a message in the dust just for me. If I don't see it, I'll be waiting for you on the dark side of the moon. If y'all don't know that song, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. Yeah, somebody is going to be very curious about you. 3 of Wands, Hermit card. They're going to be trying to find out more about you. What's this moon? The World. Somebody wants to understand you. 8 of Pentacles. Oh, look at that. You walked away from so many things that did not fucking serve you. And you went into the unknown and you did not know what was going to happen. And you were trying to see what was going to happen. You were trying to gather information so that you could set your expectations or try to figure out where this was going. But you didn't see it. You couldn't. Because Spirit wasn't going to let you because of the way that the energy needed to be set up. And because you had faith in and courage to step away from things that just weren't giving you what you deserved, even if it was like, this is the thing, like, even, okay, just say you was with somebody for a long time or you were waiting for someone to commit to you and they just did not do it. They refused to do it. It's not because you didn't deserve it. It's not because, like, you aren't going to be in a commitment. It's because that person was either using you or they were dealing with their own stuff that they didn't want to heal. And by you finally leaving that situation, walking away from a bad marriage, walking away from waiting on somebody, walking away from that 8-year-long engagement, walking away from abuse, walking away from the confusion of the situation, even if you were meeting people that it wasn't meant to last a long time, even if you were going out there in the world dating and you were kind of like feeling like you were kissing frogs, the fact that you took that chance, the fact that you took that leap of faith, the fact that you trusted God enough to give you something that you deserve and had enough self-esteem to know that you deserved more is what's bringing something into your life that you knew was going to happen, but that you didn't know how it was going to happen. You kind of expected it, but you didn't expect it. It's like, that's what's going on right here with this. That's what's going on right here with this. And you didn't go back. That's another thing. You walked away and you stayed away and you didn't go back. And that's why somebody is going to know very quickly where they stand with you, how they feel about you. And they're not going to, for lack of a better word, pussyfoot around. I don't think I could put pussyfoot on the thumbnail because the AI that runs the world and this platform is going to think I'm saying something else. Slewfoot. Somebody might have a limp or a problem with their foot or their ankle, child. I don't know. What are the signs most connected to this reading for the collective? What are the most prominent signs associated with this message? Sagittarius. I said that with the Temperance card. What are the signs most associated with this message? Water. So Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. I said Pisces with the High Priestess. And I said Cancer too. One more card. Ooh, air in reverse. So it could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, but it could also be Aries, Leo, Sag. So yeah, strong Sag energy. Capricorn is at the bottom, and Neptune. What sign rules Neptune? Is that Pisces? People say it's Pisces, but some people say Jupiter for Pisces. What else is Neptune? Maybe Sag. Yeah. That's interesting. Very interesting. I just feel like, okay, so I feel like you guys, the situation, your intuition is telling you not to be afraid. Not to be afraid to be curious, not to be afraid to investigate, not to be afraid to ask questions, to kind of like be as fearless as possible when it comes to getting to know someone or when it comes to someone approaching you, because the way that things have been is changing. And I feel like there's somebody who's ready to come into your life and give you what you deserve because you show up in a way that exudes confidence, so that this person knows that you know that you deserve what you deserve. So therefore, that's what they give you. Okay. What's the advice for the collective, Spirit? Be assertive. I know that's right. Say what you want. Say what you mean and mean what you say. Within the next few months. I said that within the next few weeks and months. And then we have wait. So Spirit is going to give you a sign. Yeah, and that's what you don't see is you're going to receive a sign about the choice that you need to make. And that could be walking away from a situation. And Spirit is going to confirm to you what's right in the situation, what's wrong, what you need, what you don't need, what's in your best interest and what's not, who's good for you and who's not. You haven't gotten that sign yet, but you will. And it's going to come through pretty strongly to confirm to you what it is that you need to do and what direction you need to go in. And once you go in that direction, do not turn back. Do not renege on your decision. If you choose to walk away and end the situation, stay consistent and committed to that choice. Even if it's difficult, even if there's a wait or a delay, or it feels like something isn't progressing, there's things that are going on behind the scenes that Spirit has to create and work out that you're going to find out more about later. Okay. So I hope that helps you guys. Y'all be sure to like and subscribe to continue to catch the vibe. Hype up the video. Book your readings if you want a reading. The link is below. Also, you guys, if you felt benefit from this reading, please consider donating through PayPal, Venmo, or Zelle below. It is really, really helpful, you guys. Leave me a comment and let me know if it resonated. And that's it. That's all. I'll see y'all next time. Bye.